What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Heels video review, breakdown and wrestling references. We open with a prelude to Wild Bill's breakdown on a plane that we saw last week, and we see him before that at a big unnamed wrestling company HQ in New York. Clearly this is the WWE, and while their HQ is notably in Stamford, Connecticut, the Big Apple is synonymous with the E due to the Madison Square Garden shows they had when they were blowing up, and still, the return to the Garden is like one of the biggest things that they do. They have focus grouped a new title belt that flashes, which looks almost identical to the WWE belts that we have now that got redesigned a few years ago to take the life, the character and the history out of the straps. I mean, they even removed the number from WrestleMania so as that it doesn't look like it's really old, which that's the point. The history of this company is what makes these companies so good, because they haven't really got much going for them at the moment. But still, that doesn't stop me from going to see WWE at the O2 in September this year, because I'm an absolute mark. In a WWE 2K flashback, Creative has nothing for him, which leads him to get his God's gift out on the plane, and my God, that's a Johnson. We know he returned to Duffy and is living with Willie and her husband, and is a total prick to the husband, leading him to be kicked out and cause a scene at the hotel at the end. And I did think that Jack, seeing how pathetic he is, would actually hire him. And Wild Bill is just the absolute worst. He is Ace looking in a portal to the future. The main focus of the episode does seem to be Bobby learning his character with the help of Crystal, and I did say that a couple of episodes ago in my videos that I did hope we would see more of him. He really does give me Brandon Roth vibes. And this was a weird one, as a few episodes ago his partner gave birth, and I could be wrong that they're still together, but it does seem like this is a romantic thing, but I don't know if it's going to be like Shang-Chi, where it's just a platonic friendship. But he goes to her out of respect, like the rest of the guys probably wish that she could get a push too, but his feud is continuing with Ace, which I didn't expect it to. However, it probably was well reviewed because Ace no doubt led the charge there and did all the work, which they work on over the course of the episode, and they start to settle on Bobby 85 after his horrible rap music gimmick is rejected. It's an 80s throwback, but in the end, she does actually say he needs to be himself, be the good guy, a simple face, which again is pretty 80s style. And do you know what? When you cut down to the nuts and bolts of wrestling, a good old baby face, the every guy, is brilliant. It's just like Austin. He was the every guy, beer swelling dude, and well, every other good guy we want, except in the modern day, people cheer for the heels, which, yeah, that's probably because there is a lack of pretty good faces at the moment. Nothing to them, but it's superb growth from Crystal, who knows the business and should be doing more than just the supporting heel valet, but Willie won't let her. I imagine it's now down to her and Bill's relationship and how it ended. As we found out, she did have an abortion, and deep down she doesn't want Crystal to end up like her, or more than likely it's just that she's bitter that it's Crystal's time now. But at the end of we know the gimmick does work. With Bill in town, it's only a matter of time before he met up with Ace, who just wanted a Miller and 24 wings, and boy, how does he stay in shape drinking so much? It's probably the extracurricular cardio carnal activities, I imagine. But he begrudgingly plays pool with Bill, and I have to say, the line Bill said about the barmaid had me in bits. He teaches him how to use his anger inside him to be a heel. And those two are so very, very similar, probably because Tommy's dad was similar to Wild Bill. They hustle, and we get a renewed vigor after this. And it did make me laugh how Bill is down on his luck with his money troubles and issues And, well, he actually talks to Ace with this. But I can see him joining the DWL again. Now, the subplots for me I don't like are Stacy and Jack's mum, which are good, well acted. It just doesn't suit me, as it is just depressing. And I want to see the wrestling drama, not this family stuff here, which it was good development for Stacy. And the woman who plays Stacy is a really, really good actress. The same as the mum there. And she wants to do something more than wrestling and not be a wrestling wife and not end up like Jack's mother, which is awful because she's incredibly toxic. The fire in the house and the money problems mean she has to work, but Jack supports her. His money troubles are also exacerbated as he wanted to set up the DWL network with old highlight tapes, which is actually a good idea and would expand the reach of the DWL with highlights. And the network is the best thing the WWE has ever done, as I, a wrestling fan literally forever, would rarely watch pay-per-views because in the UK they start at 1 AM and are £20 to £25. So I begrudged paying that back in the day when I'd wake up, all the spoilers are out and have to go to work and wait till the evening. And you're just like, you know what, I'm just going to read what happened. Now, Earl is hesitant and bodies really the DWL by saying it's isolated in Duffy and has no spread or reach like he's told his dad, which angers our boy Jack. But I think this and the whole episode has led to him being more accepting of Ace's ideas, like we saw in the episode where Ace wants to make a more cinematic promo after they were watching old DWL tapes. And the cut to it is very cool. It's similar to the fight that Austin and Booker T had in the supermarket and was amazing. Also probably a reference to the cinematic matches of last year where the WWE couldn't have crowds. They did the most inventive stuff they've had in years with Cena versus The Fiend and AJ versus Taker, which I really hope they do again. Of course, they also had things like the backlot brawl back in the day, which, yeah. I'll take it or leave it. However, Crystal and Ace are done as she rejects him and she realises there's nice guys out there, but we have the feud coming to life here as we see Ace turn up, see them both on a trampoline and keys Bobby's car. However, Crystal's quite right, saying they shouldn't be seen together out in the public. And I wonder if we're going to get an Austin versus Brian Pillman moment where Austin turns up and Brian Pillman has a gun, and that amazing thing with Randy Orton versus Triple H as well. So I wonder if that's going to bleed into this and we're going to see more of that. So I'm very excited to see where this goes next. I think there's only like 6 episodes, but I could be wrong. So I'm very excited to see where this goes. Continues to be one of the best shows on TV at the moment. But that is it for this video, so please do drop a like down below. Do subscribe with notifications on. I will see you tomorrow for the Rick and Morty finale, and I will be back on Wednesday for What If. Thursday, yes, I will be back for American Horror Story. And Friday, hey, I don't know, well, in the future, probably should continue playing Age of Calamity on the Switch. But I'll see you soon and goodbye.